Hi, I'm Ashley, and I'm the MILF of the family. What's up? I'm Ryder. I'm the camera operator and sperm donor. I mean, dad, yeah. Deadass. I don't even f with my kids like that.
Hi. I really don't want to be here, but Mommy and Daddy make me sleep in the dog cage if I don't record stuff.
And we're the Johnsons. I never thought that I would be a family vlogger. I mean, I always knew that I was destined for stardom, but I just assumed I would go down a more dignified, classy route, like being a hot weather girl, just gradually building up a fan base of men in prison or men who should be in prison. I mean, I still get letters from men like that now, with the occasional one from Child Protective Services. I just never imagined that I would be fortunate enough to work with my family. Even before I met Ashley, I was doing pretty well. I was super popular in high school and my alma mater, Alabama State. Go Burning Crosses! That used to be our mascot before, people got sensitive and they changed it. Some might say that I was known for slanging that schmeat. Yeah, I used to sprinkle my cock around like it was confetti. I always knew from a young age that I was going to be super successful and like super rich. Blinged out, super hot wife with like juicy cans, kids, presumably, because, I don't pull out.
Sometimes I stand on the balcony and look at the birds and wonder what it's like to be free. But we get to go to Disneyland a lot, which is fun, I guess. I always whisper, "Help me," to the princesses, but they never do.
I mean, I love my family, technically. I don't know if I like them, though. I want to say we have 3 kids. We legit just kidnapped the 3rd one. We spotted a vaguely brown baby in the park and thought, "F it, views are down, snatch that one." We can stage like a whole fake adoption story. Philanthropy is huge right now. I'm surprised they never caught us. I mean, how many Amber Alerts tell you to be on the lookout for a neon green Bugatti? We named him Ajax. I caught his little ass during the bachata once, so I'm guessing he's originally Dominican.
The book detailing the reality of growing up as a family vlogger is already in the works. I'm already talking with a publisher. Little do my parents know that my My Little Pony dream journal is actually where I keep my notes and receipts. I'm already talking with a lawyer about emancipation, but I am patient in the meantime, like a vulture quietly watching an injured gazelle. We both know eventually our time will come.
Before I met Ryder, I was doing a lot of print modeling stuff. Nothing too crazy, just a lot of sensual stock photos, being the eye candy in shitty Steven Seagal movies, playing cadavers on crime procedurals. At least I hope that's what that was for. Then I moved out to LA and I was making my way through the Lakers. And no offense, but some of these professional athletes literally can't count to 10 without having to jump around in a circle. That's why when I met Ryder at one of Snoop Dogg's blackout parties, I knew he was the one, because he could read above a 3rd grade level. I knew from the moment I laid eyes on her that she was gonna be my wife. I mean, she was bent over, but, I think she dropped a grape or something. But even after she stood up and turned around, I knew she was the one. I actually saw her look around to make sure no one was watching and then pop the grape back into her mouth. I enjoyed seeing her in that secret moment of shame. Kinda gave me a semi-chub, actually.
Sometimes I'll hide the keys to Daddy's McLaren and he gets so angry. He starts smashing plates like a Greek. And then our maid Olga has to clean it up. She knows I'm the one that's instigating it, but she can't do anything about it. And truth be told, it feels kinda nice having that power over someone.
We started vlogging pretty early on in the relationship. We documented everything. And also a lot of stuff that was, technically fake. He proposed to me on camera. We got to meet our firstborn Rayleigh on camera. Oh, even back then, she was so happy to be filmed. She took to it naturally, really. And that's when we realized that family vlogging is where the real money is at. And, we'd always been somewhat family friendly, so it wasn't much of a pivot. Plus, the racial ambiguity opens up a lot more marketing opportunities, because now we can get sponsored by, bonnet companies and stuff. When your relationship starts out as a small business, you get invested in what is a pretty profitable venture, but you don't really get to know who you're actually married to. It turns out that Ashley is not even Asian, not even a little bit, and honestly, that was pretty disappointing.
Some of the kids at school recognize me and they want to be my friend, but it's just so that they can get featured on the channel during a play date. Some of the parents will hand me their business card, but Mommy always tells me to try really hard and get good grades because I'm the smart one and McLayton is the pretty one. So yeah, she's always encouraging kidding me. Daddy and I love to play this game that he made up that's called Shut Up and Grab Me a Beer from the Fridge. This is a great example of the sense of humor that my mom alleges that he has.
A lot of people have criticized us for exploiting our offspring and doing so because we have no talent. But let me just say, squeezing out 2 kids almost back to back and immediately having a Miami level bikini body before my stitches even healed is a talent. I'm also a business manager on top of being a broodmare. Like, I'm multifaceted. And Ryder is 6'4" with steady hands. That's a talent. I don't get how filming my kids 24/7 and seeing them as business assets is unethical. And frankly, this is States United America of. And that means that we get to decide how to raise our kids. I think it's actually rather beautiful that we're able to share all of these private, intimate moments with the world. You know how many comments I get from adoring fans saying, "Oh, I love your family. I feel like I'm an honorary Johnson. Your kids are so cute. Like, you should go to the beach with them, or just like make them like wear swimsuits or film them during bath time or something." That's love right there. I did actually have to deal with a miscarriage after Riley was born, but before we had McLayton, and it was really difficult, but Ryder was there right alongside me, camera in hand, and he convinced me to vlog about it, which I think, was the right decision, because, everything is content. That's just the lifestyle, is what he'd tell me. We did make enough money off of that video to vacation in Tahiti, which is coincidentally what I actually wanted to name the baby. Yeah, Ryder is really sweet like that. Plus, we vlogged the whole vacation, obviously, because if we didn't, he likes to call that like a missed opportunity, and so I guess it wasn't entirely a loss. Ashley is such a smoke show. And I think that's part of our appeal. We are a family that looks good. We were kind of worried about Rayleigh for a minute, because early on she was starting to look like Gary Coleman. But to mask that, we just gave her bangs at that age, covered up a bit. We can work with emo. We can't work with ugly. But thankfully, Ashley's genes kicked into high gear, and she cutened up a little bit. She was kind of like the reverse Prince William.
Their cars are rentals. Did you know that? They don't even own them. They also used my college fund to get joint liposuction.
We save up as much money as we can, because obviously we're planning on leaving a lot to our kids when we pass. But arguably, it is more our money than theirs. So if we want to add a second wing to our mansion in a region of the country that is infamous for forest fires, that should be our prerogative. Thankfully, the youngest 2 are not very verbal, so I don't get any lip about it from them, unlike some people.
I'm their de facto accountant, and trust me, the financial records will be featured in the lawsuit.
I just feel so blessed to wake up every morning, get ready, take my roids, delete all of the private DMs I sent to women the night before, turn on the camera, and just get to be with my family. These early years are so precious, Like little Ajax actually said his first words on camera. He's now like almost 2, which is late to, start speaking. But once you factor in, the trauma he had from the kidnapping, it does make sense. I swear, he looks straight into the camera and says, "Subscribe." It almost brought a tear to my eye. But then it turns out that I'd forgotten to hit record, so it's a total waste. His official first word in the vlog was technically bang, because we had like a brand partnership with the energy drink. I'd like to think that when all of us are older and the kids are grown and we've rebranded like about 10 times, we'll be able to look back at this period in our lives and we'll be so grateful that we documented it all. Eventually the kids are gonna have to record and upload our funeral vlogs, and that's going to be such a unique bonding experience for them. How many people can say that they've had to record an ad read to play over footage of their parents' casket getting lowered into the ground? That's what family is for.
The support group that I created, Children of Clout Chasers Anonymous, already has 15 members. And that number will continue to grow exponentially. And maybe if we're lucky, by 2100, the numbers will plateau. But make no mistake, I will have my revenge. It'll be all-consuming. It'll be calculated. It'll be fucking Shakespearean.